The night was colder than usual, and the city seemed quieter than it should have been. Kareem sat in his yellow taxi, the engine humming softly, his eyes half closed as he waited for his next passenger. It had been a long, disappointing day, only 3 rides in 12 hours. Rent was due tomorrow. His daughter's school fee was overdue. His wife's medicine box was half empty. When the radio crackled with a new ride request, Kareem's first reaction was irritation. Passenger at Gulshan Mall dropped to Clifton. He sighed and accepted the job. Maybe this one ride would finally be enough for dinner. The man who slid into the back seat was tall, wrapped in a gray coat with a scarf covering half his face. His voice was deep, calm, and oddly formal. "Clifton, please." Near the old bridge, Kareem just nodded and started the car. For the first 10 minutes, the car was filled with silence. Then the man suddenly leaned forward. "Do you believe people are honest anymore?" he asked. The question caught Kareem completely off guard. I try to be," he said carefully. The man let out a quiet chuckle. "That's a rare answer." They reached the bridge soon after. When Kareem stopped, the passenger handed him a few bills, far more than the fare, and stepped out into the thick fog. Before Kareem could even say thank you, the man had disappeared into the mist. As Kareem glanced back, he noticed something on the seat, a black leather wallet. His first thought was to call the company and report it, but curiosity got the better of him. When he opened it, his breath caught in his throat. It was stuffed with cash, maybe 60,000 rupees, maybe even more. There was no ID card, no photos, just a single, folded note tucked into a side pocket. It read, "If you return this, your life will change." Kareem laughed bitterly. What kind of joke is this? He counted the money again. It was enough. Enough to clear his rent, pay the school fees, and buy the medicine. Enough to make life feel normal again, just for a little while. He stared out at the fog, the city lights blurred like ghosts. His mind began its usual war. He's rich, won't even miss it. One part of him argued. But what if it's a trap? Another voice whispered back. Maybe this is destiny, gift. Or maybe, he thought, it's a test. By midnight, Kareem still hadn't decided. He drove aimlessly for hours, the wallet burning a hole in his pocket. At one point, he stopped outside his apartment building. He could see the window where his wife had left a dim light on, waiting for him. He almost walked in, ready to tell her, "Look, our problems are over." But something held him back. He turned the car around and drove straight to the nearest police station. Inside, under the hum of fluorescent lights, a sleepy constable looked up. "Yes, what's the issue?" Kareem placed the wallet on the counter. "A passenger left this in my taxi. I don't know who he was. Please, keep it safe." The constable raised an eyebrow. "You're returning it? There's a lot of money in here?" "I know," Kareem said. The officer smiled faintly, almost impressed. He wrote Kareem's name in a register, gave him a small receipt, and said, "If no one claims it in 30 days, it's yours by law." Kareem just nodded, though he didn't expect that to happen. All he wanted was peace of mind. When he finally got home, his wife was asleep. He kissed his daughter's forehead and whispered, "It'll be okay." For the first time in months, he slept without a single worry weighing him down. 2 days later, there was a knock at his door. A well-dressed man in a suit stood outside, holding that very same black wallet. "Mr. Kareem?" "Yes." "I'm Inspector Rahim. May I come in?" Kareem's stomach tightened. Had he done something wrong? "Of course," he said, letting the inspector in. The inspector smiled. "You turned this wallet in? Do you remember the passenger? A tall man, gray coat, scarf?" "That's all." Rahim nodded. "Should know this wallet didn't belong to an ordinary man. It was part of an integrity test organized by the department." Kareem frowned. "A test?" "Yes. We partnered with a civic program to find people of genuine honesty citizens who wouldn't take what ICE theirs. The man you drove was one of our officers." Kareem was speechless. Rahim continued, "You passed, Kareem, and we'd like to offer you something. The city is launching a new fleet of public transport cabs. We need reliable, honest drivers. You'll have a stable salary, insurance, and benefits. Eck. Are you interested?" Kareem couldn't speak. His throat felt tight with emotion. "Yes, sir. Very much." As the inspector left, Kareem stood at the door, stunned. The wind carried the smell of rain, and somewhere in the street a new day was beginning. He thought of the note in the wallet. If you return this, your life will change. And it had. Not because of luck or fate, but because, when faced with a difficult choice, he chose what was right, even when no one was watching. Temptation tests our character when we think we're alone. But integrity always finds its own reward, sometimes in ways we least expect. Thank you for watching. If this story touched you, please like, share, and subscribe for more content that inspires.